Hello, my dear ones. How are you? I hope that all of you are well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your Light in Darkness, and I am back again with another update and another beautiful reading for all of you once again. So, today I am going to talk about what's happening with the ones who did you wrong on your journey. I saw number 144 right when he said that. In short and in brief, the sunrise they were flying high about turned into sunset, a very dark night, painful, horrifying night in their lives. That's what's happening with these people at the moment. These people did you wrong and then went out fooling around. They tried to act like nothing really happened. They did nothing wrong. They said nothing wrong. It was just your own delusions. It was your fault. It was your mistake. It was a conspiracy you created against them. They started talking like that. They started behaving like that and acting like that. They started pretending like you were the one who was at fault all along. But things changed. They thought, believed, assumed that they'll get away with everything, with all the lies, with all the slander, with all the rumors, gossip, stories, false stories, all the backstabbing, all the backbitching, all the planning and plotting. They assume that no one will find it out. No one is ever going to find out what they did with you, what they did to you behind your back, what they said about you behind your back. But currently, to their dismay, I see that a lot of people found out what these people did with you. A lot of people are currently talking about these people and are showing their disgust towards these people, are showing rage and fury towards these people for what they have done with you and the way they treated you all along. I saw number 444 right when he said that. The way these people stressed you out, the way these people made you shed tears of blood is what I see they are experiencing right now or are forced to endure. At the moment, at this point in time, there are a lot of people who are gossiping about these people. There are a lot of people who are attacking these people, despising these people, betraying these people and deceiving these people. They thought that no one is ever going to find out what sort of people these are in reality. But that's what I see is happening at the moment. They're trying to act all high and mighty. They're trying to act as if everything is under control, as if nothing really happened, as if there is nothing really wrong going on in their life. But deep down, they are scared. They're worried, they're panicking, they're paranoid, they are timid, they are fearful, they're afraid of situations turning out in worst way possible than they imagined. And to be honest, that is what I see is coming their way. The worst hasn't even begun just yet. This is just the beginning of the worst case scenarios they're about to endure, face, and get presented with. That's what's coming at them. A lot of upheaval, a lot of misfortune, a lot of misery, a lot of suffering, a lot of sorrows, a lot of disappointments, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of harassment is headed their way. I saw number 711 when I said that. For some reason, I felt very satisfied when I laid these cards. I felt very peaceful because these people were one of the worst sort of people you came across in your life. And what hit me was that they treated you in worst way possible. That's why I felt very satisfied when I laid and pulled the last card. Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, and Two of Pentacles. Now it makes sense. Everything is returning back. Each and every tear you have shed because of these people is what is cursing them. kind of already cursed them and their lives. To be precise, that is what I'm seeing. These people were nothing less than demons in your life. Absolutely horrible individuals. Disgusting individuals. Despicable individuals. They do not deserve anything good they had in their life or were wishing for. That's why situations are turning out in your favor. Time is more powerful than any of us can imagine or think about. And that's what Divine is kind of proving here, using you as a catalyst in this situation. I saw number 911 when I said that. Everyone is starting to see these people for who they are and what they have done. All their lies got exposed. They got busted. Some of these people kind of exposed themselves because their lies were not adding up. They couldn't even convince themselves of what they said about you. Possibly because they said so many terrible things, they failed in keeping record of all of that. I see terrible failures here for these people. I see extremely embarrassing situations for them, or something that they're experiencing right now as we speak. I see people shunning them out. I see people calling them out, confronting them, questioning them. And the best part is that they are getting talked about because they exposed themselves. The truth is out. They wanted everyone to shun you out. They wanted everyone to kick you out, possibly out of your houses, your localities, your cities, your communities, your countries, I don't know. They wanted people to treat you in worst ways possible. But that's what they're getting presented with right now. That's what they're attracting. A lot of them are facing situations like that right now, something similar to that. And others are simply fearing such situations because people are starting to show their disgust and dislike towards them after finding out what they did, what they said, what sort of lies they created, and how they tried to frame you, how they tried to throw you in that pit they digged in for you. They wanted you to fail. They wanted you to suffer. They wanted everyone to hate you. They tried to make sure that everyone hates you for no fault of yours, but that's what I see is happening with them. They are struggling, they are stressed, they are worried, they're anxious, they're panicking. A lot of these people have enemies who are making their life hell. A lot's going on and a lot's about to happen. They were flying high when things were going good for them. They thought that they can win the world. They'll win everything. They'll be on the top of the world. That's why divine forces are kicking them out, kicking them down, and are bringing this darkness in their life, this negativity, this hostility, this animosity, these enemies, these fears, these apprehensions, these attacks and bullies and whatnot. A lot of these people are surrounded by enemies. A lot of these people are getting targeted in exactly the same manner they did with you. The way they were trying to win over you, the way they were trying to drag you down or drag you through the mud is what they are experiencing right now. Someone else is treating them in the same exact manner. A lot of these people are under attack. There is a possibility, a high possibility that someone is trying to bind them using rituals, or someone far more evil than they were towards you is in their life, who's ensuring that they don't even get to spend even a single day in peace, with joy, with bliss or happiness. These people do not want that to happen anymore. And there are obvious reasons behind that. Each and every experience they created for you, each and every trouble they brought in your life or caused for you is what they're experiencing right now, is what they're getting presented with. Something that is scaring them, something that is forcing them to panic, something that is forcing them to reflect and introspect. But they're still being deceptive here. They're still trying to act like nothing really happened. They're trying to get away. They're trying to pretend that it's just a mistake. It's all a misunderstanding, a big one. Nothing really did to you. Nothing really went wrong. They never really said what people are confronting them with. They're still lying. I see that. Or they are trying to run away. They're trying to hide their face. A lot of them are embarrassed. A lot of them feel ashamed. They're trying to escape. They're trying to run away from these situations, or they're trying to run away from facing these consequences, but it looks like these consequences are going to chase them out no matter where they go. No matter where they go, their karma won't stop running behind them. These consequences, these people, their questions won't stop. They'll hear it anywhere and everywhere they go. That is what I'm seeing. There are a lot of talks going on about these people which are landing on their ears and are disturbing them. They are experiencing major upheaval, major losses, sorrows, misfortune, and failures in their life because of what they've done with you. Behind your back. This is something you're not aware of. This is something that happened behind the closed doors or in secret, in dark. Whatever they did in the dark came out in the light, is coming out in the light. That is what I'm seeing here. They were foolish enough to assume that they'll never get exposed or they'll get to live their life happily ever after. Nothing as such is happening. It's because they were foolish enough, idiot enough, and stupid enough to talk about you even after you walked away, even after you decided to choose peace, even after you tried to separate yourself from these people. They didn't stop. They kept on attacking you. They kept on saying terrible things about you. They kept on bringing other people into your business. That's why they are ruining themselves. They are responsible for what's happening in their life. No one else is. And that's what people are saying. A lot of them. A lot of people are standing up in your support. That is what I'm seeing here. No matter who you are, divine forces are supporting you here and are balancing the scales. They have a very tough time waiting ahead for them, and it looks like they'll be forced to endure it all alone, with no help, no assistance, and no healing, no relief at all, because that's what you experienced. That's what you endured and suffered through. That's why they'll be forced to experience it, endure it, and face it all along, to learn their lessons, to feel your pain, to experience what you felt and how you felt while getting mistreated at their hands, while getting abused and hated and undermined and neglected and targeted for no fault of yours. That's what they'll experience or are experiencing right now. That's what I'm seeing. This is just very, very satisfying and reassuring for some reason. They deserve it. They deserve every bit of it. They deserve each and every experience they are getting presented with or are getting forced to endure right now. And it looks like it's not going to change anytime soon. Not until and unless they experience everything you experienced because of them. Not until they suffer more than you suffered because of them. Not until they shed more tears of sorrow than you shed. You had to shed because of them. That's what I'm seeing. So this was your update for today. I hope that you enjoyed listening to me and it brought you the clarity you were seeking and were hoping to get. If so, to let me know how you felt about it in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more such content to be readily available for you. With that being said, if you are interested in taking a personal reading, kindly check the description box below. Also, if you'd like to donate, contribute, or just show your love and appreciation, kindly check the description box below as well. So that's all for now. I'll be back again sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.